I just watched a video of a guy interacting with one of the Optimus robots Elon basically unveiled last night. Um, kind of unveiled. Probably the most sophisticated version so far. Um, anyway, and it was pretty cool. How it talked and interacted. Obviously, not as good as a human, but because it's like when a human starts talking, the robot needs to shut up um, and listen to what the guy is saying. So I did see some lag um, in that type of scenario that they had, but it was like pretty good, pretty spot on. So he was like, "Where are you from?" Asking like trying to be human as possible, trying to get to know that person. And the guy asked, "What's the hardest thing about being a robot?" And he's like, "I'm trying to be as human as I possibly can," or whatever. It's pretty intriguing. Currently, what I would do if I had a business is if I had a big corporation or whatever, I would be looking at people overseas. I would be outsourcing a lot of these jobs that could be done remotely. If you work in an office, um, you are going to be outsourced. Your job is gone. It's either going to be lost to AI or it's going to be lost to somebody overseas. We don't need you in the office doing nothing anymore. We need you out building infrastructure. We need you out getting your hands dirty. Um, we can, these systems can be overhauled. I would be investing in having soft AI software that run systems, so uh, I don't have to have management. I can have leads and supervisors, and then me. My leads and supervisors and me. Um, it seems like I don't. A lot of people, the people in charge, like supervisors, like I know they like dictate the shift if like somebody needs to be moved. They're like the coach or whatever. Like they need to move somebody back, whatever. But like they just sit back and answer emails. Like there's a need for somebody um to have to talk to somebody. Like obviously, like I'm not gonna talk to every single student. I would obviously have assistants. Okay, I would have assistants that delegate my work to, but I wouldn't have um like all these different chains of command. You look at all these different chains and commands, especially these corporations. Like, why? Why do you just have these supervisors communicate to my assistants and like they're going to tell me if it's important or not? Maybe they can handle it. But if they can't handle it, then it comes to me, then I figure it out. You know what I mean? It's like we just have all these people just doing nothing, thinking that they're somebody special when they're really not. Like unit directors, and I'm talking about like all companies now. So like any company, um, like I'm not talking about any specific company. Like all companies are like this. They just have too many people, too many cooks in the kitchen. You know all these egos and all this and that. It's like just cut it back, man. You don't need all this, especially with AI. Do the advancement of AI. Are you kidding me? Like I can write an email to somebody. It could be perfect. Run it through the like fix my grammar, fixes my grammar, send it. I get an email and I can't understand it, so I put it into the AI. I said simplify this for me. Maybe I can understand it. You know what I mean? Or like make it more advanced so I can understand it. Maybe the AI can interpret better than I can. What they're trying to say. You know what I mean? Like, I can communicate with anybody that has Messenger in any language right now, um, with text and stuff, but soon it'll be like video or whatever. It'll just like whatever I say, it'll be in a different language to somebody else. I already seen it like that, but it'll be live. It'll be live. Like if I'm talking to somebody in a different language, I'll be talking in their language. I'll be speaking perfectly in their language, and then like they don't know English, but they'll speak perfectly in my language. So I can sit there and like just put my phone out, and they pull their phone out, and like we're like live streaming each other, like right across from each other. We could just be sitting here like a waiter. I'm in a different country, and they pull their phone out. Like we don't know each other's language. I'm just visiting. And they pull their phone out. I pull my phone out. We go to this app. Boom. We start talking. Bam. They understand perfectly what I'm saying. I understand perfectly what they're saying. And I gotta cut this video off. I only have so much more space. I have a good 10 more minutes I can talk, but yeah, that's a technology that's coming. That's where I can see the technology that we have advancing in my lifetime, the next few years possibly. If we keep advancing technology, if they don't already have it anyway, they just haven't unveiled it. Because it makes you wonder, like, do we get like the newest, greatest piece of technology, or do we just get like the dumbed down version? So we have to keep upgrading. Like, how hard is it to keep innovating technology, to make it like more advanced every single year or whatever? I don't think that we really need hardware updates as much, man. I think that like it's just the software updates. Anyway, it's like I talk crazy stuff, man. This is where my imagination takes over. That's why I can think of different crazy stuff. Like that just came off the top of my head. Like thinking about like an app like that where you just talk to somebody in real time and they don't even know your language. You don't know their language. But like filling out applications to different places is really dumb. It's like I should have that's why like Indeed I have like a centralized place where I have my resume. And it's like, dude, here's my resume, man. I'm not going to go into your website. I'm not going to go create a username, a password, just so I can fill application out, dude. Seriously. Like, you're probably not even going to call me back. Why am I going to go through all this trouble and I'm going to fill every single line? Like, I'm not going to do all that. Like, here's my application. Like, do I meet your criteria or not? I have a couple tests that I can do. Like, the funniest thing about right now, the funniest thing that I don't hear anybody talking about is like the surveys. Like, take a minute of your time to do a survey. Like, people do these things for free, for fun. Like, no, I'm not doing your survey, man. If I get like something back, if you're gonna give me something, sure, like at least a discount next time I come in. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and do your survey for nothing, man. I gotta get a benefit from it. I don't care. You know what I mean? I don't care about your survey. I don't care about your minute survey about, you know, about on your platform, your data that you're trying to collect or whatever. Like, if you want that data, like, pay me in something, man. Give me something for it. But the funny thing is they don't. But the thing is, like, when we go to like, what should happen is like these companies there should be like a centralized place where you can have your stuff, like your experience. You already have your job laid out. Like they have, yeah, you have all your experience, and they can just see right there, bam, bam, bam. You know, for instance, I'd be like, I have a couple books I wrote. I have like all these albums. This is what I've done. Blah blah blah. Here's my resume. Blah, blah, blah. You can see like, oh, okay, cool, 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 cool. Blah blah blah. Probably be a good fit in here. This is politically where he stands. He'd probably be a good fit in here. Cool, cool. He'll fit in the culture really well. And yeah, we're gonna bring this guy because it's not just that's what the interview's for. Is like see how you're going to be. Like you're gonna fit in well with everybody. Like, you know, we need you to fit in well with everybody. So like you can use ads on the little test. Like I should be able to take like a little test, like a little simulation of whatever work I'm gonna do to see if I can even do it or if I'm interested or like, you know what I mean? Like if I can pass your little test, like I've done it already at a different job I worked at. I had to pass a little test, and which is cool because like you have to have some type of intelligence to like measure stuff or whatever like that. You know what I mean? So, but you should be rewarded for actually taking the test. It shouldn't just be like, oh, just because. No, you should like have some type of ad added on there. It, you know what I mean? Like a YouTube, like 5 second, 2 second ad or whatever, just like showing the like whatever, and then like you get rewarded. You get rewarded for doing the test, and you watching that ad gives you a little bit of whatever crypto, social, whatever it is that we're gonna transact in. It gives you that. That's what I'm saying. Like I can sit here and watch ads I can sit here and watch ads all day and get paid for it. You know what I mean? It might not be that much, but you know, there could be a problem with that. People exploiting the system. If people have like a ton of phones and a ton of different accounts or whatever like that, and like they could just have like the ads going for, and then they just get all this. But that's when ID comes in then, and like you really don't need all those phones. Like you really don't need all that. You really don't. You just need like the one phone. If it breaks, you get another phone. Like it is what it is. Like okay. Yeah, it's like we need to have our hygiene taken care of, our health taken care of. Like we need to have like the best food that is good for us. Roof over our head. We need safety nets coming up, man. We need safety nets. Like this transition doesn't have to be bad. It can be good. We just need like different people are gonna a lot of people are gonna lose their jobs, and they shouldn't just like, oh, I'm on the streets now. Well, there should be places that they can go like, okay, maybe I'm gonna go to this community, and you know I'm staying in this place for right now, but I'm gonna be learning, but I'm not gonna be on the street. You know what I mean? Like it's not my fault. Like the government completely screwed me. You know, like I'm trying to do everything I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get by, but they keep on printing out tons of money and bringing people over here that aren't legal, and then I have to pay for it, adding more inflation to me, making things more expensive. It's not my fault that I went bankrupt, man. Like seriously, like people who go bankrupt that have never gone bankrupt and they're like in my position, we should be looked at like, dude, are you serious, man? Are you like, you haven't gone bankrupt? I've heard of people like going like multiple bankruptcies in their life. They didn't learn their lesson the first time, and sometimes it's not your fault. You know, some things come up like health problems. I can't imagine like something happen to my kid, and when they were young, and like you just put all your resources to help them, and then now you're bankrupt. Our city should be like beautiful. There shouldn't be people like drugged out on the sidewalk. I gotta end this video, but like there shouldn't be people just drugged out on the sidewalk. They should be safe. They should be abundant. They should be plentiful. They should be open, accepting, and respectful. And other people that come to those communities should be respectful, or they don't come back. We have to reallocate people to what serves them best, the best communities for them. We have people who are highly religious that will end up being violent towards each other because they don't share the same beliefs. So you can't just like mix these people, man. Like that's gonna cause conflict. Like they have to have separate communities and let them live how they want to live, and just like leave me alone, man. Just do your worship, like whatever you do over there, and I'll do mine over here, and just like whatever, man. But like there's no need to fight over land, there's no need to fight over resources. Like I gotta end this video.